What's happening? Hopefully we're all well. So I'm obviously bringing out the weekly wrap. I'm just going to do it a little bit earlier, just 'cause I'm busy obviously at a festival on the weekend and I've got people coming over. So quick one on the weekly wrap up. This is literally 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to smash straight through it. If you can like, comment, subscribe, share it about. But yeah, I'm going to show you Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to rush it because I'm sick of saying 10 to 15 fucking minutes and it ends up being half an hour. So smash for it, 10, 15 minutes, and that's it. Bosh, we're done. Right, so going to go for Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to quickly touch on ETH. I'm going to explain why I do expect the top of ETH to be coming in. We're probably going to correct for that for the next month to 2 months, which probably leads Bitcoin. I reckon Bitcoin's either going to correct with it or go sideways and then go parabolic, and I'll show a couple of reasons why. Okay. So first, we've got obviously Bitcoin dominance. I just want to quickly highlight on something, right? So if you remember me speaking, where is it? It was this video, right? So I've come back to the marking point, right? So in terms of this, if you remember me speaking, like we mentioned that this is going to be the high of obviously Bitcoin dominance. You can go and watch this video. This video was 4 months ago. You can skip to this point and listen to it if you want. But we mentioned that this is going to be the high of the Bitcoin dominance. And from there on in, all we're going to do is just create one massive bearish divergence, right? This is exactly what we're getting since what we have been getting since this high, right? So this was on this is on the daily, all right? So that was this high here, right? That was this high here. Now, the reason why I'm expecting this to come in, if you remember, I physically can't find the post. I was looking for fucking ages. I didn't even bookmark it. But literally, if you remember, literally right at the lows here, we expected, literally, we've not moved these. These have literally just been here the whole time. You can have a look through my Twitter. I just physically couldn't find it. But yeah, we've expected obviously this major impulse to the upside. Now, this obviously being the high in the RSI, it's literally you're also gonna go absolutely nuts. In my opinion, I personally think you should get out of Bitcoin. I personally don't think you should be in. I don't think you should be in Bitcoin personally. I'm very close. I'm very tempted to just sell it all. I need a little bit more PA, but yeah, I think when ETH pulls back, I'm just going to be in alts and ETH personally. I'd be more than happy. I've already took my long-term Bitcoin long off. The way the chart's looking, the way everything else looks, in my opinion, I think people that are way too bullish on Bitcoin, I honestly think you're going to get it wrong. And I'll explain again a few reasons why. So this is obviously your Bitcoin dominance. Obviously, we expected this divergence. Now, what does this mean, right? If you can see here on the 4 hour as well, normally, when Bitcoin has been obviously pumping to the upside, this is just on the 4 hour of this leg. You can go back and obviously look at all previous history, but we're just going to use this for sort of context. When Bitcoin's been breaking out, obviously it's been making new highs. So here, made a new high above here, when obviously Bitcoin broke out. Same with this broke out, this ended up making a new high, broke this when this obviously pumped up, right? Same with this, you came here, Bitcoin made a new high, right? Same with this, Bitcoin made a new high. We kept pumping, Bitcoin made a new high of the third of the third of the third wave. Now, literally, what have I been saying for fucking weeks now? Literally months. This whole leg, what we're seeing, is literally. Let me just quickly zoom out on this. The whole leg, what we're seeing, it's literally this one leg is and everything that's going on with dominance, everything that's going on with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and obviously the alts, and where we're pausing out and going sideways. Everything that's happening here literally is what's going to be happening on a larger scale of 1, 2, 1. I do think we come back down. We probably do retest this, but Alex, I'll show that we could literally just keep going and obviously push, or we could come back down then go, right? But what have I been explaining? This impulsive leg is literally this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then obviously 4, 5, obviously on a larger scale. But if you incorporate this whole impulse, please keep up with what I'm saying here. It's very confusing, but this whole 5-wave impulse that's going to be unfolding, we're obviously at the top here, we're about here, right? And this is the reason why I'm expecting these alts to go absolutely parabolic, because we're here inside of this one impulsive leg, but we're actually up here inside of the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Now, I want to show you why I'm so fucking excited with what I'm seeing, right? This is the video blockchain backer, right? Someone actually brought this to my attention. I actually haven't watched him for quite some time, but I watched 2 videos of him last week or the week before. Now, what's happening? He expected alts to be going sideways / down whilst this was pumping. And what have I been? This isn't me saying that I'm right, BCB's wrong. I'm a better analyst. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to get at is this has pulled back. What have alts been doing? Whilst this has been ranging, this right here, 1 2 1 2 1 2 3, it's got no room left. Like I said, at the top of the third of the third of the third, which is literally going to be up. Where is it? And I'm getting emotional here, but literally when I've obviously showed before up here, when we get up here, it's going to be a major alt season when this literally ranges for 6 months and has a big triangle and obviously goes sideways. Let me just quickly get it up. Oh, why have I done that? I hope I've not just done that. Oh, I have. My internet's so slow. Fuck. I shouldn't have done it yet. I literally should have just been blabbing on with what I'm on about because I'm going to forget. Ah, I need to get to Ethereum as well while this is falling down. Right, honestly, guys, I'd keep watching this. In my opinion, it's going to get very, very, yeah, it's very interesting. So where is it? Where's the path? Ah, where the fuck are we? Why am I on everything? I want to keep this short and sweet. Why is my internet so slow as well? Fuck me. Right, let's get rid of this. Right, so it might be more beneficial to own Bitcoin, like I've said, when we come into this third of a third and we're up here. It probably will be. It probably will be, right? But I'd rather not take that gamble. It more than likely will be, right? But I'd much prefer to just be in alts, and I would much prefer. Look, if you're going to get out of Bitcoin, like I've shown before, I'd be getting out here, and I'd also be getting out here, right? But what I want to go back to, right? In fact, I will just quickly touch on that. If this does come up and obviously comes back down, then it might be more beneficial to be in Bitcoin here, and that's, in my opinion, probably it, right? But in terms of obviously this, oh shit, what percent am I on? 10%. Oh god. Right, so in terms of this, right, what I've just shown you on that one leg, I'll go back to it, is literally what we're getting right now whilst this is going sideways and your altcoins are going absolutely parabolic. In this impulsive leg, I've shown many times that when we're going sideways up here, which is going to be up here because it's the third of the third of the third, 1 2 1 2 1 2 3, so the third of a third of a third, 4 5 4 5. This is also going sideways, also going absolutely fucking parabolic. So this is giving me more context that up here we're going to be getting the exact same, right? That's not my main point that I wanted to get to. Right, I just wanted to explain that. Right, that obviously once we're up here, it's absolutely, it's going to be absolutely electrifying. This could be coming back down here, or what we could be doing is this literally could just be going sideways and we don't even get a 1 2 1 2. Physically, all we're going to get is just absolute pure pump. Now, we did actually draw this out before. Obviously, I was expecting the two to come down here. One more little tiny pull back. I was expecting a little bit of sweep of this liquidity and then go deviation between the low. But we actually just ended up getting a tiny sweep below that. We didn't get the full thingy, but we got the gist of it right. And then obviously we've come up to create a 1-2. This one, I do think we're going to come maybe down here to backtest this. Like I've said, looks very obvious. I personally think we're going to get it. But there is a chance that we literally could just be going absolutely parabolic, and it is from this little bit here. Right, sorry, I just had to quickly speak to someone. So the reason why we could either be doing either or is because of this little bit here, and he actually did touch up on this. I can't believe I keep going back to this video, but that point is here. Right, so what we're either going to do is Bitcoin's either going to fold with Ethereum. I personally do think we're going to get a 1-2 1-2. I think everyone is going to keep thinking it is going to go parabolic. It could do. If we do, that's the alt count. That's fine, right? But you know, I like to give my concrete view and actually what I think is going to happen. I'm not just going to say, right, we could literally just go absolutely parabolic. We could literally go absolutely parabolic, or obviously we're going to come back down. We could do either or. I personally think we're going to come back down a little bit. Right, so that's giving you my concrete view. All right, not just saying, yeah, we can go up or we can go down, which we can. But either way, it's very, very bullish. But yeah, so this is obviously, I've seen this structure a lot. We keep coming obviously sideways, pump up, and it's just going to keep going absolutely parabolic. I personally don't think that's going to happen because this move has happened from a series of other lows. Like you've got other lows before it, you've got all these other lows before it, and it's quite hard to count. So like you can't really tell where the impulse has started. This looks like obviously it's dragging up. It could just be a running flat, and then it could just keep going. Again, it could with obviously up over here, but the reason why I don't think it's going to happen over here, let me just quickly jump down to go to the main. Shit, what percent am I on? 8. Fuck. Right, this will end up being another 10 minutes long, but it is what it is. Right, so, oh shit, why did I not delete all this? I feel like I'm rushing it too much. Alright, quickly delete all this shit. Right, where are we? Yeah, the reason why I do not think that this is just going to keep going from this structure, it is a little bit different, but not only that, we've had a series of like 1 2 1 2s before that you can see, and there's no structure before it. The low is here, and obviously we're counting a 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So the series of lows before this, there are no series of lows. Whereas, why did that not delete? Oh, it's because it won't. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the series before, obviously what I've just shown you, there was a series of lows before. With this, there wasn't a series of lows before. You'd literally just impulse into the upside, but you can count a series of 1 2 1 2 1 2s. Now, I just want to go to this as well, right? Since we've got up here, what's been happening? Since we got right to the third of the third of the third, if you look at left and look right, so look here and look right, you had another high here. So every high we keep busting out, but what's happening? You had a high here, you actually had a low. You had a high here, you're actually starting to sweep the lows now. So this in reverse. You had another high here, sweep the lows. You had another high here. This one has come back up to it, found resistance, but then obviously come back short straight back down. So again, this is giving me more, like, I can't explain it enough. It's literally exactly what we was expecting, right? And not only that, what I think is going to happen is once this starts coming down, has this fully topped? Maybe, maybe not. We've hit the 1.618, which was our top target, literally right at the Pico low. Hopefully, I wish I could try and find it on Twitter, but I couldn't find it, and I wanted to try and get this video out. Because if you go on the 4 hour, right, if you go on the 4 hour, this is lower than this point, as you can see. So is this a 1-2, right? As you can see, this is lower than this point, but then when you go on the daily, this is actually lower than this point. So really what you want, if you're not getting 5 waves, you're getting 7. Sorry, if you're not getting 5 waves, you're getting 9 waves, or you're getting 13 waves for an impulse. So is it 1 2 1 2, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13? Is that impulse complete, and is that the top of the Bitcoin dominance? To be honest, I actually personally think it is. I really, really do. But if we do make one more high, and this is a 1 2, then obviously if you're on the daily and that's not the low, again, it's a bit fucking annoying that these end up switching on the 4 hour and the daily. So 1 2, so let's now count this one as 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So it's either this is the top, and this was obviously the top that we called obviously before in the Bitcoin dominance, and obviously you've got the bearish divergence, right? Or obviously you're going to keep ranging a little bit. If you remember me showing as well, I mentioned that this is probably going to range, and then we're going to come back up and we're going to create a bearish divergence on the previous video, right? Same again, what can be happening here? You could either be ranging and we could have one more push up, and that could literally be the last push into the third of the third of the third wave, and then that is literally it for Bitcoin. The same as what you had here, right? I just want you to all keep this very, 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 very simplistic when I'm saying this, right? This last push up on the Bitcoin dominance would be this major impulse up, but let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. Let me keep this simple. So when we're coming back down, this major bust of a third could ignite the last push, just like it did on the smaller time frame, which is what we've literally been expecting on the, sorry, which is obviously what happened on this time frame as well. I hope this isn't confusing you, right? Where are we? So think of this whole structure on Bitcoin dominance, right? Think of the whole structure of this leg on Bitcoin dominance, right, as this whole impulse. So this impulse right here, like I've shown before, this impulse, so this impulse right here, right, is in the same magnitude of this impulse, but this whole impulse, imagine this whole impulse as the whole 5-wave impulse, not this, but obviously from the low, the 1, the 2, the 1, 2, the 1, the 2, and then 3, 4, 5. I know I keep explaining this, but I know most of you are probably going to be getting confused, right? So what am I getting at? Is this going to have one more push up? It could do. And if it does, honestly, I would be getting out at the top of the third of the third of the third, which is going to be up here, like I've shown before. Maybe not here, maybe a little bit higher. But when we have this push up, this is probably your last time, in my opinion. If you've got Bitcoin, be getting out once you get right to the top, because this is literally just going to be ranging, pop, range for 6 months, then pop, and you've hardly got any. You've literally got a 2x on Bitcoin, and it's literally going to be all alts. It's literally going to be all alts. Let me just quickly explain. So yeah, that whole move there, I just want to jump down to obviously the 4 hour, same as this. This is on the 4 hour. Yeah, this whole impulse, like I said, obviously at the top of the third, which is here, and then what's going to be happening, like I've shown, this whole impulse is the whole Bitcoin dominance impulse that I've just shown. This is literally, once it gets right to the top of obviously like 60, 70k, wherever the third of the third ends up printing, right? This is, let's say this does range, and then we have that last pop up in January, February. This is going to do what it's done on this context, where this is literally just going to have an absolute meltdown. Third of the third, when we get up here, but right at the high up here, literally Bitcoin, all it's going to do is range, pop, range, pop, range, pop until about probably over 100k, maybe about the 130k where I mentioned that I do think the top's going to come in. So literally, there is hardly any time left, in my opinion, in Bitcoin. The third of the third is the last stand of the line. You're literally at the top of the third of the third. Once this does pull back, I do think it's going to pull back, right? I do think you should be getting out of Bitcoin. I don't think you should be in it, and it's literally evident from this. This is obviously when it gets to the top of the third, which is this point here, which is going to be right at the top up there. That's when you're going to have absolute major alt season. This is going to be going sideways. This is just absolutely going parabolic, but on a larger scale. And I've literally explained this over my last few videos. So yeah, that's that. What else I want to explain? I've written it on my whiteboard. I know I've got a whiteboard. Fucking hell. Right. Bitcoin dominance, old vid, chart view. So yeah, that's pretty much. Oh no, I'm on 3%. Oh god. So yeah, this is that. So that's that. That's that. That's that. And it's good to see that we're obviously showing the divergence as well. And then I just want to quickly show why I'm expecting. Do you know what? I'm not going to risk it. You're just going to have to wait there 2 seconds. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to plug it in. Fuck, I can't reach. Just going to have to wait there 2 seconds. I'd rather plug it in than it die. There'd be nothing fucking worse. 80 minutes. I need a drink. Right, so everything literally looks fucking. It looks unreal at the moment. Literally, it looks great. Sorry that I've just explained that for so long. Sorry, I just had a drink. Sorry, I did a little pause. But yeah, it's obviously shown that obviously alts at the top are going to be going nuts. Do you know what? I'm going to move on because I'm literally just going to be chewing the same fucking thing off. Just going to go to ADA and just want to quickly touch on ETH. So why I do think we could be having a little bit of a pullback. In fact, I'm just going to quickly go to this first. Where are we? Right. Could this be correct? Is this just going to keep absolutely ripping to the upside? Again, we could be getting what I've just shown and obviously what BCB's shown and Cred's shown it. And I've seen a few people on that structure where we do just go sideways and it just absolutely goes parabolic. That could happen. I personally don't think it's going to, though, because of obviously the lows, what I showed previously. All right. But what could happen here is this could literally be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be creating a flat. It could be going that could be an ABC for an expanded flat for wave B, and then we could be coming all the way down here before we do, and then this could, instead of this being wave 4, this could be a wave 4 down here. As you can see, let me just quickly show. So if you show, so this could be wave A, and that's of it bang on 1.618. So it's gone A, B, C, expanded flat. All right. Or this could literally just be an A, maybe an A, B, C, D, E triangle, or A, B, C. I know it doesn't really look good, but it could just literally just be like some sort of ABC wave. All right, but either this is your wave 4. I personally do think that this is close to topping as well. And obviously, what you're seeing with alts, obviously popping right at the highs like this, they're going absolutely nuts. You're going to be seeing this, but on a larger scale. Like this up here is when Bitcoin, after its third of a third, well, obviously when we're like up here, when we come over, roll back down, and then obviously you get up here. Like I said, obviously with alts like this, when you see some of them have been going absolutely fucking nuts. They are literally, you're going to have like a full year. It's going to be the biggest alt season ever. You don't understand how big it's going to be. It's going to be at the top of the fifth wave, of a fifth wave, of a fifth wave, and it's literally just going to be pure range in pop, pure range pop with Bitcoin. Like it's just going to be this, but on a larger scale. Like it's going to be ridiculous. I just want to quickly show as well. So go back to the path. This is what we drew out. We was expecting this, and I did say from the start we do think alts are going to keep pumping. So what we got is you got obviously a triangle, pop, triangle, and pop. And it looks like obviously we got, so this is a triangle, pop, we got a triangle, pop, and then this could be just an, again, A, B, C, a flat, and then we could be having its last high. And what could be happening is we could be getting a divergence in relation to if we do pull back here, Bitcoin could be pulling back, but then also Ethereum could be pulling back as well. This might not, sorry, Ethereum's probably going to be pulling back as well, but I don't think ETH. If Bitcoin comes down, you're probably going to come to about here, or maybe into this basing level. Just create a shallow ABC, come back into here, and then we're going to go. It could be shallow, or obviously it could be a little bit deep. Obviously to the 32 handle. Where is it? To this point here. So up here. Sorry, where is it? Yeah, is it here? A, B, yeah, up here to this bit. So I think we're going to come up to here. I think we're going to come back to the midpoint of the channel here. This has happened, but not on this sort of scale. I thought this was going to last a little bit longer than it has, but it hasn't. So we got that pump up, got this triangle, which is this triangle, and then push up, then come back down. So this was obviously here, right? And then instead of getting another triangle, it looks like you got a zigzag, or it could be a triangle. It could be again A, B. Sorry, it could be A, B, C in a just like a flat, and then obviously you've got your one wave up. When this pushes up for another wave, if this does come lower, down here and pushes up for one more last wave, up to close to nearly 39, 40k, I don't think Ethereum's going to make a new high. I think Ethereum's already going to be rolling. I think alts are already going to be rolling. It's going to look as if Bitcoin's got more strength because Bitcoin's created a new high, but we're going to be correcting. And then when we correct, I think alts are going to bleed into Bitcoin, right? I do think alts are probably going to bleed into Bitcoin once we do correct. I'll show why in a second with ADA. I do think that, yeah, once we do, let's say we come back down here and pump up, or this is obviously your high. This could be wave 4. This could be, or this could be your high of wave 5. So that actually could be there. That actually could be a high, and it literally now could just be all absolutely just correcting. That literally could just be a high at 38k, right? Or you could be coming down here, triangle, one last little push up, and then obviously you could start correcting. Either way, this is literally, it's pretty much coming in the top. If that's not the top, you might push up and make another high, or you're going to obviously come back down for the flat, create another high. Either way, it could have one more high. This could be a 1, this could be a 2, and then this could have another 3, 4 on top. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then again that could create the divergence. But I know I'm literally giving you so many scenarios here. And I normally do give you my concrete view, but with this, obviously, I can't physically give you my concrete view yet. Do you know what I mean? If I had to guess, with ETH, I'm giving you more of a concrete view because with other stuff, because I'm more concrete in what I am seeing and I've got more confidence. When I don't have full on confidence, I can't give you that concrete view because I don't have one. But again, top's pretty much in here or coming in, or it creates obviously more divergence and obviously starts correcting. And we're going to come back down to either this level here or obviously your previous wave 4 here, and it might be a shallow ABC. So you could come up and then create an ABC. I do think we're going to come a little bit lower down here, and then obviously we're going to absolutely rip to the upside. All right, sorry, I've just explained the same thing multiple times there. I just want to go to ETH as well, and I just want to touch on a couple of charts that look as if the reason, obviously giving more context and confluence in regard to what's happening. So If you remember me showing, we said that if this pumps, alts are going to go absolutely fucking nuts. Think of this on a larger scale, right? Again, think of this one little impulse, because of what I've shown before. What's happening in these little impulses is literally what's going to be happening on a larger scale. It's going to be the same when we get up here. ETH is topping on this little impulse. When ETH is close to topping up here of its third wave, we're going sideways because you've got 1 2 1 2. I think this is a 1. I think we're going to come down for a 2, and we're going to correct with Bitcoin, ADA, and a few other charts. Once this starts going, and obviously we're up here, we do something like this, right? When this starts going sideways, this is when Bitcoin's going to be probably going sideways. Ethereum's probably going to be going sideways, just like what we're getting here. Ethereum and Bitcoin are both going sideways. They're hardly really pumping, right? What are alts doing? You've seen some alts go absolutely fucking ballistic. Major alt season again. So it's what's happening in this little impulse. Same as Bitcoin. Same with obviously Bitcoin dominance. It's all happening just on a smaller scale. Honestly, I'm so confident in what I'm seeing with the charts. They look absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. But yeah, quickly just jumping down to the lower time frame. Right, get rid of this. So wave one, wave two, one, two. Fuck off, Siri. She every time I say Ethereum, she always thinks I'm saying her name. I don't want to say her name because she'll fucking pop up. But yeah, 1, 2. This looks like a three-wave move, but it's not. Obviously, it's a wave 1 because you had the ETF news, which just fucked the charts, skewed the charts. But 1, 2. You've got wave 3, wave 4. That could be the high. There is a slight chance that this is the top and we have made a truncation. I cannot fully give you my concrete view yet, but if this is the high, maybe Bitcoin's put its high in here, like I've obviously shown a second ago. That could physically be Bitcoin's high, or we make a triangle. We make a triangle here, we keep going sideways a little bit, and then we have that one last little push up. This could be going sideways and have that one last little push up. This is a one-to-one measured move of this to wave 4. It comes here. Got the 0.382 of wave 1, 2, 3. This is an extended fifth. The reason why it could be truncated and not make a new high is because you've had an extended third wave and an extended fifth wave. They're pretty fucking rare, but they do happen, right? And you often can get truncations because you've had two extended waves. So it ends up being truncated because obviously you've got great selling pressure. And I was happy to see that we did obviously get this pump higher to obviously make this a wave 4, deep wave 4, because you had an ABC expanded flat, sideways wave 2, deep wave 4. All right, deep wave 2, sideways wave 4. Obviously, rule of alternation. All right. Right, anyway, let's fucking get into it. So, yeah, if this starts absolutely falling now, this, in my opinion, this isn't the high of wave 1. I think this is the high of wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I don't think this is, and I don't think that's going to be an ABC wave X, ABC 7-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it is personally. I think that this is going to be a high. If we start coming up now and start doing this, this is your high. It's ended up being truncated, and I can't believe I've fucking called it, to be honest. All right, but yeah, so obviously a one-to-one measured move as well here. You've got the 0.382 of the whole wave up, but you've also got a 0.618 up here of wave 1 through 3 and a 1.618 of wave 1. What you also can do is draw a right from the bottom. You can put this to here and your golden section. In fact, what am I doing? That'd be wrong. That'd actually be, yeah, there. What about if I take that on there? Ooh. No. No. Yeah, just fuck that off. But yeah, if you put this to here, golden section 0.382, it ends up being up here, so you can't really say that. But if you put the 0.50 here, it is coming in sort of inside of this section. So is it a good little box area? Yeah, you could say so, but yeah, just obviously trying to pick out where the top's going to come in. And what else have we got? And then obviously you've got drawing your channel from wave 2 to wave 4, and you've obviously come back into the midpoint of the channel as well. You either come to the midpoint, hit the roof, or you spike above, and if you spike above and shoot out, you get a more solid reaction to the downside. I actually am hoping that this rolls now. I really wanted to fuck a lot of people over. I know it sounds horrible. I know, look, it's PvP at the end of the day, but I do think that, do you know what? It'd be too much of a bold move saying that this is exactly what's going to happen, because truncations are rare. But you also did have obviously extended third and a fifth wave, extended fifth wave. Could this be extended as well? Sorry, just had to quickly speak to someone again there. But yeah, where was I? Fuck. So yeah, you've obviously come back to the midpoint of the channel. Sorry, yeah, bold claim. Do I think that that's the high? If that ends up being the high, then fucking hell, it is without being arrogant. Sorry, but it is a very very good call and a very bold call. I personally do think it is, but you easily could just ABC and then create another come to triangle. Again with Bitcoin, that could triangle. You could have one last little push up, come up here, or you still could truncate here and roll, not break the high here. You're either going to come up here, in my opinion, or this is the high and we're going to keep rolling. What's giving me confidence and confluence that this is the high? It's a one-to-one measured move of this wave, one-to-one here. If you do actually put a one-to-one wave here, it doesn't look so good in terms of what's going on. Oh no, it doesn't go there, does it? Oh no, because it'd have to go. Oh no, I'm taking the piss here. Is that here? It's a 2.0 multiple. 2.0 multiple, but again, yeah, it's not really what I want to look for. But this is either the high or we're going to keep going sideways a little bit and then just keep pumping up and just come up here. And I do think we're going to roll. I really, really do. And then that's going to be a 1.618 times the distance of wave one. But yeah, I really, really do. I think that once it does come up, what's that actually? 1 second, I never actually looked this up. What's up here? Ooh. Oh no, wait, have I put that on? No, I haven't. Oh no, because it's not right. Fuck. What about here? Yeah, nah, not really. Sorry, I know I've just been stuck on Ethereum for so long. But yeah, I do think that this is personally going to roll. Bit of a bold claim that this is truncated so much here, but yeah, I think it could be personally. All right. With BNB as well, I wanted to get to this chart a little bit quicker. Not BNB, ADA. We've already started knocking down. It's not going to be as good as a call. No, it still will be, but I still think the same is going to be happening here. I think this is going to be rolling. So you've got I think this is your wave one, your wave two, and then you draw your base channel from wave one to two. You've got an ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That to that, I think you come up to 2.0 multiple of wave one. I think you've got a wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Or this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A, wave B, wave C, something like that. Then 2, A, B, C, 4, then 5. I personally think that's an ending diagonal for wave 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or obviously you've got, this is obviously your wave 1, your wave 2. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I need to move this. This is where your wave 1. Oh yeah, no, that would be right. Sorry, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. But you've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside wave 5. I think you knock back for a sharp. I think that's an ABC, X, ABC, WXY. All right. Even inside this is a 3-wave move as well. ABC. I think that's a WXY. And I do think that ADA is topped out as well. I really, really do. All right, so you come back to obviously the midpoint of the channel for wave 4, 1, 2, 3. Come back to the midpoint. You had a deep wave 3. I want to see it fucking thundering straight out for a 5th wave if you obviously get a deep wave 4, and that's what you exactly have got as well. So just giving you more confidence that I think that this is obviously going to be the high. Not only that, you draw your Fibonacci, your golden section. You put 0.618 to the low of wave 4. Obviously you've got your high here. Absolutely, yeah, it looks great. You draw wave 1 to wave 4, 1-to-1 measured move. Yeah, it's in a decent region. If you draw wave 1 to wave 3, a 1.618 multiple, sorry, is that 0.3? What about 0.5? Not really, but yeah, the 0.382 obviously comes in here. So obviously I'm just creating what you call a Fibonacci cluster. Just creating a Fibonacci cluster. I'm just giving you some little tips. Little Fibonacci cluster here. Obviously you've got a nice little box where you think the top's going to come in. Yeah, we spiked up, but it's probably acceptable because of, do you know what? I'm going to say it. Eve's topped. I do. I think this has topped. Everything else has topped. It looks bearish as fuck. And then not only that, you'd now take this off and you draw from wave 2 to wave 4, and look at that. You pretty much come right to the high. I honestly do think this is topped. I really, really do. And not only that, you go on the money flow, you go on the RSI, and bearish divergence from wave one. Bearish, bearish, bearish with another high. So high here, high on the RSI, create another high, a low. This creates a higher low than that, but it's still a lower high than the whole thing. Here again, low, create another high, low, create another high, low, and you come here, low. This, in my opinion, has got another until again another month to probably 2 months of correcting until January. It's probably all going to go at near the January, February time, maybe 2 months, I reckon, like I've obviously shown before. I think the same is going to happen with Solana. I personally think it's a little bit more different with Solana. All right. This could be, I know I'm showing a few alts here. The reason why I just wanted to show ADA is mainly just because some of them, like when you've got some majors like that, there's a few others as well, but I just wanted to use ADA for context. Again, with this, what this could be doing, I think this is going to be stalling out. This is my triangle. If this isn't a 1-2, and then we come back down for ABC, and then obviously a third of a third here, like I've shown in previous videos, this could be a 1-2, a 1-2. This could be third. We're going to probably range, then 4, then range, then obviously off you pop. But again, I think a lot of the markets, I think they look bearish. This is going to be so interesting to see if this just crumbles. If this does really crumble and this ends up being, even if you put it on log as well, look at that, it ends up being even more precise. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see if this folds. This is either going to fold, or obviously we're going to keep going. But yeah, there's a few other alts as well. It's quite interesting because I do think that, like CRV for example, A, B, C, wave 1, expanded flat ABC for 2, or this could be an A, B, C, and then that could be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and it could just be creating another bigger flat. All right, but yeah, it's very interesting to see, to be honest. All right, but that's pretty much it. See what happens, but I personally do not think that this is just going to do this and absolutely rage to the upside. I personally don't. I think the way it's all looking, I think it does need a little bit more of a. I think it does need a little bit more. I think it needs more of a pullback, personally, because I don't think what's going to be happening with Bitcoin dominance, this pumps up. I mean, if this pumps up and just keeps going, then Bitcoin dominance is going to be falling, but I don't personally think that's going to be happening. I think Bitcoin's dominance is, once this goes down, Bitcoin dominance sideways, and then if we get that third of a third, that's when Bitcoin dominance is going to, pump to the upside. Sorry this ended up being a 37-minute video. I cannot believe it ended up being 37 fucking minutes. But yeah, if you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it about, and peace.